What's going on, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and wow, the Boruto manga just continues to deliver. Absolute flames once again. Chapter 48 just released today, and it was another fantastic chapter, of course. Anyways, before I get onto the review, if you like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe as I cover the Boruto manga on a monthly basis. Anyways, let's get on to that review. So we begin chapter 48 with Isshiki and Koji staring each other down. Koji, having been revealed as a Jiraiya clone, immediately starts attacking with fire style attacks, which literally Isshiki just walks right through him. It doesn't even faze him whatsoever. But it's revealed that Isshiki is actually shrinking the flames immediately, and he's on a completely different level than even Jigen was. So Isshiki is way stronger than he was when he was Jigen. So Koji attempts to use the Jiraiya's art of Raging Lion's Mane technique to grab Isshiki and slam him on the ground, but unfortunately Isshiki got away, shrunk himself, got on his shoulder, and he's basically telling Koji, yeah, good luck with that, because it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to ever defeat me. You don't even stand even a remote chance. So Koji immediately tries to get him with his hair, again, but misses. And Isshiki, he's floating above Koji over here, and he's basically telling him, like, yeah, my body is super powerful, but unfortunately it can't withstand this power, and I'm probably going to die within 2 to 3 days. And not only that, I've lost Kawaki as a vessel. So Amado, he actually got the best of me here. And Koji reminds Isshiki that, yeah, you know, if you die right here, you're not going to be able to resurrect. That's pretty much the end of you. So I'm just going to end you now. But Ishiki's over here, he's calling him like a fool because Amado basically used him. And he even knows, he's like, Amado, however you pronounce his name, he went to Konoha, didn't he? And he intends on having, you know, Naruto and Sasuke take me out. Because you don't even come close to their power, so you lack the power to take me down. So Amado's basically orchestrated this whole plan so that Koji is, he's basically the sacrificial pawn so that Naruto and Sasuke can defeat Isshiki. And of course, he keeps rubbing it in Koji's face. He's like, yeah, you're nothing more than, you're not a heroic shinobi tool, you're a sacrificial pawn. And that's when Koji, he's like, yeah, enough of that crap, and he initiates Sage Mode. Meanwhile, back at the meeting place with Naruto and Amado and the others, Amado, he's reading over his asylum paperwork, and he likes it, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances, he can't set one foot out of the village. Not only that, he's got to give his information over to Katasuke, all his technology, and he'll be working probably with him in the future, which is going to be pretty neat to see. Anyways, that bomb, that was placed on Shikadai's neck, yeah, it was nothing but a decoy. Basically, Amado was had everybody, freaking out because he blew up a bomb near that tree basically to scare everyone. Which, this dude, I swear, I mean, I get it, it was too risky, not to, take him in because of the circumstances. So, Amado, he did probably the smart thing by doing all this. So, this guy, he's definitely something else. However, it looks like, he basically warns everyone, like, yeah, this is the hard part's coming up, because Isshiki, he's definitely going to have his revenge, and he's definitely going to be coming for Kawaki. So he's probably going to be coming right here, right away. And Naruto is over here like, hey, why don't we just go right there and actually, help Koji out? But obviously Amado is over here like, yeah, that's not going to work very well. Meanwhile, Sai, who suddenly showed up in the meeting, is there. And basically Shikamaru tells him, like, yeah, you might want to start evacuating, or at least Amado says this, that you might want to start evacuating civilians because, yeah, this could get kind of dangerous. People might die if they're left in the city. So they're working on a plan to basically get all the civilians out of the way before, their lives are in danger. Meanwhile, it looks like Amado basically told Naruto and Sasuke, like, yeah, you're pretty much the only ones that have a chance of defeating Isshiki before he gets to Kawaki. So he basically tells them, like, yeah, you guys can't stay too far from Kawaki, because if Isshiki implants the karma on Kawaki's body, all hope is lost. We go back to the fight between Isshiki and Koji, in which Koji is now in Sage Mode, and even Isshiki acknowledges here. And Koji begins using giant flame bomb attacks over at Isshiki, but it literally doesn't faze him. They engage in a little bit of taijutsu. He tries another fire style attack, which Isshiki basically is shrinking them all and, getting rid of them. So nothing Koji is doing is really seemingly working, and he's getting beat up. Koji mentions that Ishiki's technique is Shikuno Hakuna, is an ocular jutsu, and upon seeing its target, it activates. So then he tries a sage attack, a sage art, the 5 fire gods, flame, or fan of flames, which again does not phase Ishiki. And he's even talking about it, he's like, yeah, this is very unimaginative, Caution Koji. You're just using flames over and over again. But Koji uses this as a diversion to come behind Ishiki and hit him with a massive Rasengan. However, even though Koji seems like he has the upper hand here, Ishiki uses his eye jutsu here, which separates, which is actually pretty cool to see, and causes 3 pillars to fall right on Koji. And it looks like these were 3 of the pillars that he shrunk in the previous chapter. So this jutsu that Ishiki used, it's called, I believe it's how it's pronounced here, is a Daikokuten. And basically, how he did this is basically what he does is he uses this jutsu by taking, objects he's shrunk. He stores them in a dimension where time does not flow. So anything that's in this dimension is basically frozen in time. So he actually demonstrates this by retrieving a glass of wine, drinks it in one go, and drops the bottle on the ground, which is a pretty alpha moment, I gotta say. That was pretty awesome. He basically demonstrates that, yeah, this ability is pretty dang OP. This probably explains why Jigen had like 10 million black rods. He probably shrunk a bunch of them over time and used them, just pulled them out of nowhere, which is a pretty broken ability. Meanwhile, Koji over here, he's pretty screwed up. It looks like his left arm was crushed, and also his legs might actually be gone as well. So he's pretty much crippled at this point. Koji's in a pretty bad spot. But here's the weird thing going on with this chapter. This thing doesn't really, I'm a little confused here in what Ishiki is saying. So basically, he says like, was it Shinobi Pride? With your skill, you should have been able to tell at first change that you'd end up dying when you fought me. Was it Shinobi Pride? No. I think that you didn't want to acknowledge Amado's betrayal. So I'm a little confused here. So is there a little conflict between Koji and Amado? I don't really know. I don't know if Ishiki's trying to like put this in Koji's mind so that like he goes back and he tries to get revenge on Amado. I don't know. It's a little weird. So anyways, Ishiki's over here. He's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna kill him eventually anyway. So you got any last words so that I relay them to him? And as Koji is mumbling over here, Ishiki's like, wait a second, I can't hear you, say it louder. And he uses a reverse summoning to get a toad to basically escape, and manages to escape just in time. But I'm a little confused here, because I think Ishiki could have taken out the toad, but he chose not to. Maybe it's because at this point Koji's not really a threat anymore, and he's pretty much down for the count. But yeah, Ishiki's over here like, yeah, whatever. I don't know where he went to, but I'm just gonna go go to Konoha. He says something else weird here. He says, does he intend to finish Amado himself? So that's kind of, I don't know how I feel about that. But anyways, Ishiki heads to Konoha. And again, back at the meeting place, Boruto wants to join in the fight, which Naruto denies him. And he's like, yeah, aren't you listening, kid? Only me and Sasuke are the only ones that can take out this guy. But Boruto brings up the fact that, hey, you guys lost against Jigen, and this guy's even stronger. Do you even think you stand a chance? And this part is what I really like here, and I think this is going to be this could potentially be some really good character development for Boruto. Character development he, desperately needs. In which he says, Sasuke says to Boruto, hey, I'm willing to die for the village, as is your father Naruto. We're always prepared for that. So how about you? Could you die for the village? And before Boruto could say anything, Ino jumps in and just and contacts Naruto, and basically like, hey Naruto, there's an enemy attack. There's an enemy floating above the sky on Konoha with no chakra data available. In which, yep, Ishiki literally is there. Ishiki is at Konoha and he's about to invade to go capture Kawaki. And that's where the chapter ends. So I gotta say, wow. I mean, I was kind of expecting Ishiki to go right for Kawaki. So it's kind of crazy to see all the events that are going on. And it's crazy to think that all this started, really a year ago. Literally a year ago. I believe it was chapter 36 when Jigen showed up at Naruto's house, and that basically kickstarted all these events. This is going to be a crazy arc when it gets adapted in the anime. That's for sure. But man, I gotta ask everyone, Like, and I want, you know, in the comment section down below, who do you think might actually bite the bullet here? Because I actually think we might be losing a lot of major characters. They might try to oppose Ishiki and they end up losing their lives. Like, we're in a pain-esque situation where Ishiki might actually destroy part of Konoha. Although it seems like he's not concerned about anything else but Kawaki, he might be destroying a bunch of stuff in the process just so he can get what he wants. So, yeah. I mean, at this point, Naruto and Sasuke, I like how Amado says that Naruto and Sasuke are the only ones that stand a chance against Ishiki, but it's pretty clear after their battle with Jigen that, no, not really. I think Amado needs to tell them a few things before they head into battle. Be like, hey, he has this ability, he has this ability, he has the ability to basically bring stuff that he's frozen in time and just take them out. So you might want to beware about that, watch out for that. But the only thing I didn't really like about this chapter is all the stuff that Ishiki was talking about with Amado, which is basically saying, Koji might actually be, upset with Amado, and maybe there's an issue there. Maybe, you might want to take it up with Amado, maybe try and finish him off. So I don't know if this is Ishiki trying to, mess with Koji's mind or not, but I don't know. I felt like this was a bit out of place. Just me, though. Anyways, that's all I got for this chapter review. So overall, another fantastic chapter, and I'm actually really curious to see what happens in the next chapter. I'm very nervous, but super excited for it at the same time. So guys, in the comment section down below, let me know what you thought of this chapter. I rated a 9 out of 10 myself, so let me know if you liked it or hated it. Post your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you all later. Stay safe out there, everyone.